Check this out. The sink is clogging up for no reason. And I was just trying to fill up a couple of water bottles and turned around, and this is what is suddenly taking place. This is how you know that there is interference that is deliberate being perpetuated against the pipes to this sink. I never put food down the drain, ever. I usually throw my dishes away. I use paper cups and plates. See all these paper cups right here? I stopped using china, right? Do you see this? Disposable cups, right? You can throw these plastic cups out because somebody kept vandalizing and damaging my nice, cute china items, so I stopped using them. Now I pretty much just use paper plates. I also don't eat any pasta or potatoes. And yet somebody has been shoving pasta and potatoes into the drain to the sink. And that is what it keeps washing up from the bottom of this drain. I keep pulling piles of pasta that is washing up from somebody else's drain. I've actually been reporting this to the Greenville group for 10 years now, because back when Jasmine Irizarry, the career criminal, psychopath, sex offender, who brags that she's a structural engineer, aka plumber, and an IT expert who gets paid to solve problems, I've had to call the Greenville group like 30 times over the last 5 years to report that somebody is putting stuff in my drain that does not come from anything that I have or use anywhere around the sink. It's stuff that literally comes forcing its way up from the drain, and then all of a sudden the sink clogs up for absolutely no reason. I don't eat anything other than cereal and canned stuff, and then I throw the plates away, or I use Tupperware. So there's no reason for the sink to suddenly be clogging up right now. Oh, look, it fixed itself. This is how you know Jasmine Irizarry is a little bit pissed off, because for 11 years now, she's been deliberately shoving stuff. I don't even know how she accesses the drain pipe to this sink, but she does. Wow, look. The clog miraculously fixed itself. Holy cow, now there's no more pasta. Now there's no more wads of pasta washing up from the drain pipe for some reason. But now I can finish filling up this water bottle, which is what I started doing like 8 minutes ago before the sink suddenly clogged up for no reason. So when things suddenly malfunction for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I mean, this is what the sink looked like 8 minutes ago before I started filling up this water bottle. I mean, it's unreal. I don't put any food down the drain. This drain also has not clogged up for probably 2 years. I don't remember the last time it actually clogged up in any way, shape, or form. So when it suddenly clogs up in a massive way like this because there's a giant ball of spaghetti literally being forced up through the bottom part of the drain, and the spaghetti is not mine because I do not eat any pasta at all. I've been eating cereal. Let's see, what's in my fridge? Peanut butter, cereal. Let's see. What do I have here? Cough medicine, butter, yogurt, cereal, Gatorade, peanut butter. I eat mostly peanut butter, and then some cheese curls, none of which require the washing of dishes. Look, the massively clogged up drain suddenly just fixed itself as I was making this video. That is something that has not happened in 2 years. And it suddenly happened all of a sudden because the psychopath Irizarry has been getting really agitated and violent throughout the morning, noon, and night. And all for the last 2 nights now, she's been slamming and banging things behind this wall directly below 76. She tends to move around in this building. She doesn't stay in one little corner and just hunkers down and gets all weird in that corner. She literally travels around the building. She's being permitted to access various units in this building by her close personal friend, the property manager, Oleg Alisiev, who has bragged about her criminal activities and abilities, saying that she can take care of any problem, she can hack into anything, she can get into anything, and that's exactly what she does. Irizarry, the perving, creeping, masturbating, psychopath, sex offender, obsessive stalker, has bragged that she's a structural engineer, aka plumber. She's the one who engaged in a tremendous amount of plumbing work against the pipes to this sink back in 2019 on a Sunday afternoon that seemed to connect the drain of the shower behind this wall to the intake pipe that brings clean water into this tap right here. And that's when the water suddenly started getting really nasty, contaminated, foul smelling, and sickening, and unsafe to use. That was 2019. Before that, I had lived in this unit for 8 years and had never once ever had any issues with the quality, safety, and usability of the tap water, because the tap water was not being fucked with by a homicidal psychopath. That started happening after the homicidal psychopath, Jasmine Irizarry, was permitted by the Greenville Group to do what she claims that she can do, which is be a structural engineer and do things to the pipes against the back of the sink. And that's when the problems with the water, with the drain, sudden clogs that suddenly show up and then miraculously disappear before your eyes, like this one just did. This crazy shit has been happening ever since Irizarry engaged in a lot of plumbing work against the pipes to the sink on a Sunday afternoon. And when I mentioned it to the Greenville Group, they said they had no knowledge of any plumbing work being done at all on a Sunday afternoon and that they had nothing to do with it. So you do the math on that one, folks. A psychopath who claims to be a structural engineer whose boss, the crooked Russian slumlord property manager, brags that she is such a talented career criminal. She can take care of anything. Starting to sound like a bad movie.